Bismillah Rahman Rahim. In the name of Allah, God, the most beneficent and most merciful. Components of a dam. In this lecture, I will briefly describe the components of a dam with the help of pictures. It will be tried to explain with the help of the pictures. I have already delivered the same lecture, but that lecture was having some shortcomings. So now I have recorded this lecture. Jared Speaks is my YouTube channel. A link is given. Please subscribe my channel. First, I will explain the intake structure. I will show you the picture first, then I will give its definition. This is intake structure. This picture was taken looking downstream during the construction of the project. These are the intake gates. Water will be impounded toward this upstream side. Water will pass through these gates. It will pass through the sedimentation basin. This is sedimentation basin, and then it will go into the collecting canal. I'll show you its picture later. Collecting canal. And this collecting canal is connected with the underground headrace tunnel that will lead towards the powerhouse for the power generation. This is another picture taken at different time looking upstream. This is intake structure. This is sedimentation basin. This is collecting canal. I'll show you the picture of collecting canal later. And this collecting canal is connected with the headrace tunnel. This is collecting canal. Water, these are the openings into the sedimentation basin. Water is coming into the collecting canal, and this collecting canal will be connected or is connected with this headrace tunnel. This picture was taken during the construction of the project. A small excavation you can see that has been excavated for the construction of collecting canal. When it will be ready, this will be connected with this headrace tunnel. This side will be a sedimentation basin. By passing water through the sedimentation basin, will come into this collecting canal, and then it will flow through the headrace tunnel that will lead towards the powerhouse. Now briefly I will give you the definitions. Intake. An intake structure is used to draw and control the flow of impounded water from the reservoir of a dam and send it through special channels to the hydro turbines for power generation or for irrigation purposes. Sedimentation basin, which you have seen, a sedimentation basin in a dam is a structure that settles down sediments of water before release to the power plant or before delivering it to the headrace channels. The upward sloping sedimentation basin slows down the velocity of water, allowing the sediments to settle down, and clean water flows through the outlet structure. Now the next structure is spillway and undersluice. I'll show you the first picture. This is spillway, and these small openings below the intake gates are the undersluice openings. In the other picture, looking upstream, this is spillway, and undersluice will be seen from the upstream side. Spillway and undersluice. The main difference between spillway and undersluice in the dams is that spillway is used to release excess water from the reservoir when it reaches its maximum capacity. Undersluice are openings or gates at the bottom of the dam that allow water and sediment to flow out. It is used to regulate the flow of water through the dam for various purposes such as irrigation, power generation or flood control. The primary function of undersluice in a dam is to control the water level in the reservoir behind the dam. There is one process, undersluice flushing. Undersluice flushing in a dam is a method of removing sediments from the reservoir behind the dam by using undersluices. Therefore, undersluice by itself is a structure and undersluice flushing is a process. Undersluice flushing uses undersluices to achieve its purpose. I'll show you another picture. In this picture, you can see this is undersluice flushing outlet. So sediments are flushed out through this outlet by take from the upstream side from the reservoir, and then this is the outlet drained out from this outlet. Next structure is sedimentation debris channel. I'll show you the picture of a debris channel first. In this picture, this is debris channel. In this picture, this is showing the debris channel, and in this picture, this is debris channel. A debris channel in a dam is a part of the spillway that allows water and suspended sediments to safely flow away from the reservoir during normal operation and during a flood. The next, Stirling Basin. The high velocity and energy of water passing through the spillway is reduced by dropping it in a deep plunge pool, also called Stirling Basin. It protects spillway and downstream dam area from erosion and undermining. So again, see the picture of this plunge pool, Stirling Basin, and during the flow of this spillway. Next is cofferdam. A cofferdam is a structure that is made to divert water. If we are working into the riverbed, so we will need to divert the river. So for that, the structure constructed to divert the river is called a cofferdam. So in the picture, first I will show you in the picture. In this picture, you can see this is upstream cofferdam. Water of the river has been diverted towards the right side. This is longitudinal cofferdam. So this area has been isolated from the water. So working is possible in this area. Water has been diverted with these two cofferdams, upstream cofferdam and longitudinal cofferdam. A cofferdam is a temporary structure that is built in or around a body of water to create a dry working environment for construction or repair of permanent structures such as dams, bridges, etc. It prevents flooding and diverts the water flow temporarily during the construction period. Next is drainage gallery. The drainage gallery, it is a multi-purpose structure. I will explain you it in detail in separate lecture. This gallery is constructed usually in the gravity dams to relieve the uplift pressure below the foundation. Also, curtain grouting is carried out through this gallery. Instrumentations are installed in this gallery and cable ducts. This is multi-purpose galleries. So I will explain you here. I will show you some picture, and in a separate lecture in detail I will give you I will tell you about the drainage gallery. Here you can see this is a cross section of a dam. This is the intake structure. These are the intake structure openings. This is undersluice opening. This is the crest of the dam. This is below the concrete structure of the dam. This is the drainage gallery. So here the top elevation is 1019. Here the elevation is 984. So this is 35 meters below the dam crest. Here this is 54 meters below the dam crest. This is the picture of drainage gallery. These are the drain holes. A series of drain holes have been drilled into this gallery. This is uplift pressure, water coming out with pressure from 24-meter deep drain hole drilled in the dam foundation to the drainage gallery. This is about 300 liters per minute flow of water. So I will explain you later. This hole was drilled and the pressure of the water is being relieved through this drain hole. Thank you for watching.